Om Guru Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So welcome everyone to yet another session of Bhagavad Gita contemplation. So we are in this 8th chapter, which is Akshara Brahma Yoga. And all that Krishna says again and again is, surrender to me and you will be in a good place. And in the following shlokas that we are doing today, he will literally tell us where we will go, how we will go, what we are going to achieve. Because this is a big question in everyone's life. What happens to me after death? So it's not a mystery because Krishna is going to decode it for us. We can chant the shlokas and then contemplate. 8.24. Oh, I had to. So were you all able to go through the shlokas and contemplate on it or what?
Purnimaji, I have not been able to. I'm in another engagement all 3 days, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, I will join the group today in learning.
No problem. It's we can do it on the fly. Yes. Okay. Chant Madana. This is Akshara Brahma Yoga 8.24. Agnir Jyotiraha Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha. Yes.
Agnir Jyotiraha Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha.
Okay. Next. Rahul, ನೀವೇ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ.
Agnirjyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha.
Okay, very nice. Shaila?
Agnirjyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha.
Very nice. Kamala?
Agni Jyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha.
Okay, nice.
Agnirjyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha.
Very nice. Next, Padmaja, Pragati, Vinaya, Ella.
Agni Jyotirah Shukla Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha.
Very good. Janaha. All of us.
Janaha.
Anu, Pragati.
Agnir Jyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
Very beautiful. Yes.
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्ल षण्मास उत्तरायणं तत्र प्रयात गच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
Okay.
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्ल षण्मासा उत्तरायणम् तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
Okay. Nice. Anyone else?
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्लः षण्मासा उत्तरायणं तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
Very nice. Very beautiful. So this shloka directly, oh, I don't have the translation here for some reason. Okay. Agni, fire, Jyoti, light, Ahaha, day, Shuklaha, the bright fortnight of the moon. We know that, Allah. Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha. Shanmasa, the 6 months of Uttarayanam, the sun's northern course. That also we know. On Makara Sankranti day, for 6 months, the sun is on the northern course, Uttarayana. So what happens in these with these things? Prayataha, the departed, the departed ones, gachanti, they go. Where will they go? To Brahman, Brahmaloka, Brahma Vidaha. Which departed? Not all the departed. The Brahma Vidaha, those who know Brahman, those Janaha will go to the Loka of Brahman. Anta helta idare. Okay. So on the face of it, pretty simple. So this Uttarayana Marga is called as the path of no return. Sneha, yes? Oh, you wanted to chant and you finished, right? Okay.
Sorry, lower it.
No problem. So Uttarayana, it is very, we have heard it, no, throughout our life that Uttarayana is a good time to do all the good things. And from the story of Bhishma, we know that he waited for Uttarayana to give up his body, alva. So what is this big thing about this Uttarayana period that he had to give up the body? This is where God is telling us why we should give up the body why we should give up the body, Allah. If you live a proper life as per Krishna's injunctions, then you will be able to leave the body in this manner, is what we have to understand. Okay, some more of this. Agni, what are all these Agni, Jyoti, Ahaha, Shuklaha? On the face of it, they just mean what they mean. Agni means fire, Jyoti means light, Ahaha means all that. But here, what the interpretation is, these are all the gods, the demigods who come to the rescue of the departed soul and lead them to Brahmaloka. That's the whole thing. Okay, Agni is the deity, Devata of fire. Jyoti is the Devata of light. Okay. Agni is the Devata, Jyoti is the Devata, Ahaha is the Devata, Shuklamasa Devata is also there. So all these are Devatas. They are not exactly time of the day or time of the year. They are all the Devatas. Okay, and all these Devatas, the timeline of our cosmic timeline and terrestrial timelines are completely different. What is day for us is something else for them. We know that Devatas, the thousands of years is the 10,000 or whatever, millions of years is one day of the Devata, like that. So we should not map that our day and time to the cosmic timeline. So that is where people, have we kind of mistaken that, oh, during Uttarayana only if you die you'll go to heaven and all that. No, it is that these Devatas come to the rescue, come to guide the departed soul. That is what it says. I have a very interesting passage from the Chandogya Upanishad, which speaks more about it. It's very interesting. So I just, I'll just read it out. Those who have realized Brahman, as well as those who are meditating in the wilderness, means in the forest, with faith and austerity, at death are guided by a demigod for each time period. First through the fire, from the fire to the illumination, from the illumination to the day, from the day to the moon's bright fortnight, from the bright fortnight into the 6 months of the sun's northern waxing. From the 6 months, they are guided into the year. From the year into the sun. From the sun, they are guided into the moon. From the moon, they are guided into lightning. I know, this is like, reads like Garuda Purana. From lightning, they are no longer guided by the material demigod, but are then guided by a being who is more than a material being, and this being escorts them to Brahma. This is the way which leads to the celestials. Very exotic. So when we are living by the rules set by Krishna, all these celestial beings will come and take us to Brahma Loka. So that is near-death experiences. If people, we have read accounts of these near-death experiences, no? How they just saw the light and they were going in a happy place and all that, those things. These are all the, it actually appears to be, it is not a fantasy. It's not a fantasy. So it appears to be very much, a very valid experience, that they're actually guided, these souls are actually guided and they go to a happy place. And this is what it is. Any thoughts on this?
Purnima, can you share this on the group?
The shloka?
No, the explanation.
Explanation, Okay.
Yeah, please do that, Purnima ji. I think
That's
what Nirmala is telling is about this fire illumination.
in line.
Yeah, fire to illumination today. That's why I don't know. I just wrote it down. Fire illumination day, moon's bright fortnight.
Yeah, I got it.
This is called a Panchayagna.
Panchayagna, na? Okay, wait.
Wait. Not.
I will share it and then you explain to
Not the Panchayagna. Wait. It's not the Panchayagna. It's called. After death, it's called. I'm forgetting the name.
You will get it.
Panchakrosa Yatra.
Panchakosha Yatra nahi re. It's got a particular beautiful name, and it is the most difficult part of being reborn.
Oh, Vaitarni Nadi, crossing the Vaitarni Nadi.
Not only that, the whole process. He is burnt. He become ashes. From ashes, it's Panchagni Vidya.
Panchagni. Oh, that comes. No. Wait, hold on, my dear. Hold on, Nirmala. Panchagni comes. This is the path of no return. We are not returning from here. So no Panchagni business here. Panchagni comes for the path of return. Okay, you read this now. Are you sure?
Purnima ji.
Oh, tell.
The path of no return, you know what it is? This you are talking is going to Brahmaloka.
Yeah, correct.
This is not path of no return.
Ayodhya, this is what Krishna is saying, Baba. Krishna,
wait. No, wait. One path is the jiva comes back. That is Panchagni Vidya. ठीक है, बोल दे.
Correct.
The next is going permanently to Brahmaloka. The upasakas go to Brahmaloka.
Correct.
That is what you are explaining.
Yes, that's right.
The path of no return is that his vasanas have disappeared. And there is no reason that he has to be reborn, because there is no iota of desire there.
Correct.
Only if you have desire, you will be reborn.
Correct.
So
I
he
know.
has no iota of desire. You know what happens when he dies?
Hmm.
All the Pancha Tattvas go
Ah.
into the Pancha Mahatattvas.
Hmm.
The fire, the fire in the body mixes with the fire. The
Correct.
water in the body mixes with the water.
Yes.
The earth
The
in the
bhutas.
body
Correct.
mixes with the bhutas. Pancha
Hmm.
bhutas, it mixes.
I agree.
And he becomes nothing. He
I
has
agree.
no more birth. That
Correct.
is why the
Ah.
one body they have and one name they have is preserved in samadhi form.
Nirmala, hold on. You are jumping the gun. This is of a Jivan Mukta you're talking about. I am talking about, this is for a Jivan Mukta. What you're explaining now.
Correct. Path of no return, correct. Because that Brahmaloka he goes, he doesn't come back to earth. Correct. You are right. I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
So this is the passage. Those who have realized Brahman, as well as those who are meditating in the wilderness with faith and austerity at death. I think
Upasakas.
we'll include all of us in this list, okay? And we'll be guided.
Upasakas.
We are
Upasakas.
the Vasana, we are the Upasakas, we are on the path, we are Mumukshus. If not Upasakas, you can call us Mumukshus who are trying to understand what it is all about. Okay, all of us, see, happily I'm including all of us here. All of us will be guided by all these demigods. They'll all come. All the angels will come and take us. The angel of light, the angel of fire, the angel of the Devata of the day, the Devata of the Uttarayana Marga. That is why they all come and they guide us. And where they will go? In whole scenic route. It's a scenic route. We don't go directly to Brahmaloka. We have to go to lightning ante. And from lightning, we'll go. What all is there? Wow, what fun!
Can I say something?
Yes, Pragati. Yeah.
This description, what you have given here, it is describing Kala Purusha. So Kala Purusha. Yeah, Kala Purusha is like the form of Narayana, where you can see in him all the circles like day and night, Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, Krishna Paksha, Sukla Paksha, and everything. So I think this is almost kind of like description of Kala Purusha, because he has the sun and moon. So with the change of the sun, it is Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. With the change of moon, it is Sukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha. And sunrise and sunset is day and night. So that whole thing, so you have to go through the Narayana in the form of Kala Purusha, which is the birth and death cycle.
Very beautiful. Yes, correct. You are perfectly right. And I thank you for that insight. It's very valuable. This is the Kala Purusha.
Two things, Purnima. You have given us 10 times promotion. This is not even double promotion. This is 10 times promotion. Suddenly you have given us.
What did Krishna say? What did Shankara what has Shankara sung in the Bhaja Govindam? Bhagavad Gita Kinchidadita. Konchame. Salpa. That's all. Ganga Jala Rava Kanika Pita. Just one drop of Ganga Jala. And Sahrudapiyena Murari Samarpa. Then now and then you remember Murari. No, that's it. We are all doing it.
Even in Bhagavad Gita, it is coming. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat.
Mahato bhayat.
Yes, that is true. The second one is once you die, just like how you are when you are going to travel.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose I am going to Srinagar tomorrow. What do? I ring up there in a hotel. I book it up. I provide myself there. Like that, when the body is about to die, the last thought is the blueprint for his next janma.
Correct.
Or next whatever it is. And what we take is called, that body is called Yatana Sharira, travel body.
Correct.
And this travel body is what is taken through by all these elements.
Right. Yatana Sharira or Yatra? Yatana.
Yatana Sharira.
It's a problematic, Papa. It's a discomfort, no? Yatana means trouble.
Oh, that is why they say dying is difficult, being born is difficult. Look at the mother's womb. 10 months of no light, no light, nothing. Total darkness and suffocating. And what the baby can see, only the shit and the malamutra body and flesh and all is what it can see.
Yeah. Yep.
And it is just ask yourself to stay in one room for one day. How stifling it is.
Yes.
For 10 months,
Yeah.
you are stuck there. And it's no easy for the mother.
Yeah, it's not.
Carry a half kilo sugar for 1 minute, no problem. For half an hour, the hand pains. For 1 hour, oh no, I can't do it. For 24 hours, oh, I definitely cannot do it. But the mother carries the baby for 10 full months.
That's the beauty of nature. No?
So, you can imagine.
Yes. Correct.
Can I add?
Yes, yes, please.
The
Yeah.
Garuda Purana gives a clear description, and it is Yatana Sharira, because after death, the soul still has a Sukshma Sharira, and that is called Yatana Sharira, where it is indestructible. Like, in the fire, it doesn't get burnt or anything, but the Sharira still has the sensation of the pain and the torture. So, Jiva, the soul, gets this Yatana Sharira through the travel after death, where it can go through all, what it has to go through and feels the pain, but yet it is indestructible.
Correct. You're very true. You're very right. And but for this particular, this is not Yatana. It is very pleasurable Sharira. For the path of no return, it's like driving. It's like flying business class. All the comforts are given, and all these devatas will say, "Come, come." In the Chandogya, it actually they use the word "Yehi, come, come." Like the air hostesses, they welcome you with folded arms. All these devatas will take this elevated soul, and very beautifully they'll carry, and they will take it to Brahmaloka. In Brahmaloka, or if you are a upasaka of Krishna, to Goloka or Vaikunta, or if you are upasaka of Shiva, to Kailasa or Manidvipa, if you are a Devi upasaka, you will go to that loka, you will dwell in the proximity of your deity until, and there the deity will become the Sadguru. And then you will finally realize that I am Aham Brahmasmi. That is the ultimate goal. There is no getting away from that.
Anyways, kidhar bhi jao, kya bhi karo, the same thing we are doing, we have to do.
Yes, but as well do it here and enjoy the benefits. Not have the Yatana Sharira, either Sukshma or Stula.
Or Sukshma or Sthula or anything, and we'll just merge with the Panchabhutas.
So that is where this is the travel of the Upasaka or Mumukshu. What in this 8.24, this is what is being said. Anybody else want to pitch in with this, Padmaja?
The last one is called Sadhyo Mukti.
Krama Mukti. This is what we are talking now is Krama Mukti.
Krama Mukti. Next one is Sadhyo Mukti.
Sadhyo
where he is released.
Correct.
He has become a Jivan Mukta and Videha Mukta. I'm sorry.
No need. Utna bhi nahi chahiye. Okay, so we will take the next shloka and then discuss that, and then we'll come to the Sadguru. What happens to the enlightened persons? Okay. Now we are done with the Brahmaloka Yatris. Then we come to the next one. Okay, let me share this. No more comments on this, people, or later? We'll see. Okay. This is 8.25. Dhumro ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prapya Nivartate. Yes. You want to chant?
Dhumo
रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनम् तत्र चान्द्रमासं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Yes. Yes, Nirmala.
Dhumo ratristata Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotihi Yogi Prapya Nivartate.
Yes. Pragati?
One second.
Okay.
Dhumo ratristata Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotihi Yogi Prapya Nivartate.
Yes. Yes. Amale Padmaja. Sneha. Yes. Anyone? Yeah.
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Yes. Padmaja.
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णा षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Shweta?
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिर्योगिर्प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Yes. Okay.
Suma's going to go next. Here. We both are together, Purnima ji, Shweta and myself today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Dhumo ratristata Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prapya Nivartate.
Yes. Shweta, pitch in.
Okay. Dhumo ratristhatha Krishnaha Shanmasam Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyoti Yogi Praptya Nivartate.
Chandramasam. No problem.
Chandramasam. Thank you.
Okay. Kamala?
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Beautiful. Anu, Shaila? Yes, Anu.
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः सन्मास दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमासं ज्योतिर्योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Okay. Shaila?
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Nice. Rahul?
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Yes, beautiful. Vinaya?
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्ण षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिर्योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
Yes. So the key word here is nivartate. They are coming back. Who will come back? Those who go on this route, which is the route Dhumaha, smoke, Ratrihi, night, and Krishnaha, the dark fortnight of the moon, Shanmasaha, Dakshinayanam. So the Dakshinayana Marga. Tatra, Chandramasam, lunar light, yogi, the yogi attains the lunar light and they come back. So this is what 8.25 is saying. So this is called Dhumra Marga, of the path of darkness or the path of return. So who are these people? These are not evil people. This is not this path of return is not only for these unsocial, I mean antisocial elements of society. No, it is for those who are more into Vedic rituals and pious and doing the temple rounds and pilgrimages and being stuck with the more worldly. They do all this more for worldly gains. All the pujas and all the vratas they do only for their material benefits. For these people, they're also good, nice, good, very good people. I mean, they are not destructive people. They are very, very अच्छे लोग हैं. They are ethical, they are moral persons, they are conventionally religious people. And
Dharmic desires.
Dharmic desires they have for themselves, but for themselves. So these people, they also have a pleasant experience only. They go to heavens. They go to the heavens and they come back. This is called the Pitruyana. That's why when we do all the shraddhas and all, we call the Pitrus from the Pitru Loka. We assume poor things that they have. Though we do several times Vaikunta Samaradhane, we keep calling them back and giving them Pindadana. I don't know why it is done. Seriously. Anyway. So, yeah.
Because they have become superpower.
We want power from them.
Yeah, they are in a position to bless us.
Bless us.
They live in a dark place. So they are very shy people. Very shy people. They are very close with their relatives only. Relatives and dayadis only. They don't want dogs. Dogs can see them.
Oh, this is all new.
So that is why where you do this Shradham, there should not be a dog. The dogs can see them.
Acha? Very interesting.
Number two, they are dying for food. They are hungry. They come hungry. So you have to serve them hot food. Hot food. They want hot food.
Like
so that is why,
even though the Sukshma, Stula Sharira is not there, the Sukshma Sharira is always
hungry. We imagine after you get up from sleep, how hungry you are. Like that, they are in a land of, darkness, and the light is only the moon.
Correct.
Just imagine yourself in all this. Then all this will just stick to you. And next time when you refer to it, you will get, aha, this is what it is.
Next time, so, we will remember the Pitru has come.
No, Shraddha means you will not remember. That is why there are so many, stipulations and strict thing. If it was Shraddha, then in our house, what we will do, we have to clean the whole house.
Correct.
The house has to be kept very clean because the Superman is coming.
A special guest is coming.
Special guest, and he is more powerful than me. He can bestow all that varam. Whatever you want, he can bestow. That is why Pitra Shapa is dangerous. Which you can cultivate only by going to Rameshwaram and doing some Tila Yajna and all. Very, very difficult yajnas you have to do to get over Pitra Shapa. They don't want to shabbichify their children and all. But think of it, I come to your house and you ignore me. There's something in me gets hurt. They don't wish bad for you. That itself turns into Pitrashap. At the same time, if you have pleased your Pitras, you are in abundance. That is why, even though a lady may not take care of her in-laws when they are alive, after they die, Vindi she will do. She will do with so much dedication, because she knows if you get a Pitrashapa, you and your children are done for.
True.
It is not for them. It is for you and your children. The Shraddha is not for them. It is for you and your children. That's what it is.
Very correct.
Sorry for.
No, why are you sorry? So anyone wants to pitch in with this? What do you say?
It is so interesting, Nirmala ji, whatever you spoke of, the logic, we can connect things. I would love to know more about these things.
Wait. My contention is, this what we are talking about in this shloka is a pleasant heaven only. They go to a pleasant heaven. Okay. A little more about the explanation of this shloka. Okay. It is quite a, I will read. No, sorry. We are done with the path of no return. This is the path of return, but they will come back. They will come back. But while they are there, they're in a heaven, nice heaven only. Upward lokas.
No, it is better than a sinner's life. The sinner goes to hell. Whereas this man doesn't go to hell. He goes to
upper
Pitraloka.
Heavens only.
Pitraloka. It's a better place than hell. It is not the best place.
It's not the best.
Okay. Still, it is not the blessed. You have got 50%.
No, other lokas are all Janalopa, Tapolopa, Mahaloka. So many lokas are there. So according to the degree of their merit, they will go to that particular loka and they will enjoy unlimited somarasa and they will have fun. and they'll come back when they have finished their karma. Wait, I will share that big passage from Chandogya again. Shall I?
Sure.
Yeah. This is the
Shine Punye Mritya Vasanti.
Shine Punye
Mritya Vasanti.
The
moment your bank balance gets down,
we will come back.
You immediately land in the earth.
Ashte. Go earn some more money, get one more ticket.
I
come back.
I have 10,000 dirhams.
Yes.
I go to Dubai.
Yes.
10,000 dirhams is just 500 rupees. 500 dirhams. Okay. So for 500 rupees, I can stay in Dubai. After that, I have to return.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
For us to understand.
Correct. And very, very, very well said. So I will just share what.
Purnimaji, Nirmalaji, I have a question. Like when Nirmalaji was mentioning, when we serve food for the Pitrus, they'll be waiting for the food.
Yeah.
And in the previous shloka, we said when we pass away, the soul goes to different lokas. Again, based on whichever part of the journey of seeking of the knowledge, we go to different lokas.
Correct.
Shiva Loka, Vishnu Loka, whatever. So in that scenario, are they they're still, it can be in different levels of seeking. Even they come back to earth for Shraddha time, or they don't come back is my question.
No, the first one, the previous shloka, what we said was, it's the path of no return. They are not coming back for Shraddha. We will just make our dishes and we will eat. And they will bless you.
Okay.
That was for the mumukshu, the seeker who wants to know my real self, or he is the devotee. See, this or the devotee of Krishna or devotee of Shiva, and he loves God for the sake of God. That person will not come back. He or she will go to Brahma Loka, and we will again learn what is to be learned. What is to be learned? Tattvamasi has to be learned. What Bhagavad Gita is teaching us now, we have to learn there.
From Brahmaji.
From Brahmaji or your deity. If Vishnu is the God, Vishnu is your Sadguru. Shiva will become your Sadguru. Devi will become your Sadguru. And until the Pralaya Kala, you will sit and you will learn Brahmasmi. And in Pralaya, said that you will
they have graduated. We are
Yes.
talking, those people are graduated.
They don't come back. There's no demotion for them.
No, but these Pitraloka people are yet to be yet to
Exactly.
graduate.
Yeah.
Yes. These Pitruloka
Okay.
people, they have done, they are pious people. They follow the conventional religion. They are moral, ethical souls. Even if they don't believe in God, they are doing some NGO work. They are doing social service. They help people. They do everything, but they have no idea of this Tattvamasi business. These people, for them, this is the Dhumra Marga, or the path of darkness, or the
They
path
are-
of return.
They are the Karma Yogis.
They are karma
Okay.
yogis. They are karma yogis. They are very good people. But see, that is the catch here. The purpose of human life is not met. What is the purpose of human life? Atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya. They have done a lot of jagadhita, but yet they have not come to the Atmano mokshartam bit. Hence, they need to come back. Okay. And now let me share this very interesting bit from the Chandogya again.
Amma, till when we should do Shraddha for parents?
As long as we are alive.
Okay. As Nirmala Ma said,
There
no.
are some loopholes have been given, no? You can go to Gaya and do, you can go to Badrinath and do Brahma Kapala. There you, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ?
In these days, nobody is able to expect from their children. You know what they do? Thane, they put Shraddham for themselves and come back. After I die, my children cannot do. Now I myself am putting, please take it as an account. Okay,
Yes.
done account.
But all of us, let us not expect any Shraddha Vada from our.
Correct.
The
That's
best
what I
part-
meant. That's what I meant.
So the best thing is to not at all go to, let's not even think of that path of return. Okay. We are all in the moksha path. Okay. Now let me read this, what this Chandogya is telling us. Those who perform Vedic activities like yajna or propitiation and worship for the sake of acquiring merit, as well as those doing philanthropic activities such as donating food and land for the sake of acquiring merit. Other merit means punya. Both are guided by the presiding demigods of smoke and the night and the dark moon fortnight and the presiding demigod of the sun in its 6 months of waning southern course. All these, the Dhumra, all these has been mentioned here. And then these people, they do not reach the presiding demigod of the year as they are routed to Pitruloka. And from Pitruloka, they to space and then to heavenly realms where they enjoy rewards of their THEIR, their good deeds until their merits have shrunk to residue and have expired. Then these beings return to be reborn in the world of mortals by the same way back which they have come, from the heavenly realms to the space, all the way down to the smoke where they began. The smoke is the first entry point, is smoke, dhumra. But to be reborn, they must first transition from the smoke to the mist, and from the mist to the clouds. From the clouds, they transition to rain, which falls upon the ground. And then transitioning, they are born on earth in the form of rice, barley, and other grains, as well as herbs and sesame plants and various types of beans. This is the path, this is the route in which a jiva enters the earth. Thus, it is very difficult to evolve from this position, because only if these different flora are eaten by human or animal and subsequently emitted as semen into the womb of a fertile female, do they become an embryo, and then entering material existence are able to develop further. And further it says, accordingly, those of righteous conduct in their previous life will take birth as a human in the family of the righteous, whereas those of abominable conduct in their previous life will take birth in the abominable wombs of dogs and pigs and unclean beings. How is that for a scary scenario?
It is so bloody scary. I want to tell you, because I'm using a very bad word, I know. Because if the rain falls on the mountain, poche,
Poche. Poche.
if it falls on the fields where the field has not been tilled and it is not having any plant.
Correct.
Poche.
Poche.
By any chance, it grows nicely and it is eaten by a brahmachari.
Yeah.
Poche.
Poche.
Or even it is eaten by a old man. Poche. Okay, so the chances of you getting into a very nice, rich family, intelligent family, impossible.
Look at our, I mean, imagine how, with what destiny that we are all here in this position.
And I heard one example. In the water, there is a blind fish. The blind fish has to search for a particular herb. It is blind.
Blind
and
fish.
how is it going to search? What is the chance that it will be able to find that herb? That's how difficult it is to be born as a human being. That is why Shankaracharya is alarifying. Human birth is very difficult. Human birth is very, very difficult. You are born. Oh, you are born, man. Oh, very good, very good. Are you doing Vedas? Oh, very, very, very good. Oh, you are able to do Vedanta. Oh, bestest.
Very correct.
That is why he is just he is doing.
That's what 8 billion of us, and we are so lucky to be born as a human, and yet only few people are pursuing
Real
this.
humans. They are all animals. Last Janma, if I was a bear, and this time I am going to be an animal, a human, I'll have 50 or 60% of bear qualities and only 40% of human qualities.
Correct.
So the chances of me calling being human is not, I'm not qualified yet. You have to be a human 60 plus to be called a human. Okay. Until that time, you are that pig or you're the dog, you're that previous Janma, lion or tiger or monkey or whatever you were.
Correct.
One Jnani was sitting here and one horde of people were running and coming. Oh, wolf, hyena, oh, eagle. He's going on saying the number of human he said is just 5.
Oh, like that. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Because otherwise, why among 8 billion people, only a handful come to this? Or only a handful are moral, ethical. The base of the pyramid is always very animal instincts only are there. That's why so much trouble.
I'm very sorry to scare you all off so much, but this is the truth.
Achha, theek hai. Okay, anybody wants to pitch in here about this?
So
Yes, Pragati.
I just sent a link on our WhatsApp group that gives like a perfect explanation of what you just talked about, Purnima ji. Like in a very detailed, like with all the shlokas and everything.
Cha.
So later on, if somebody wants, they can read that article.
And Pitrayana Marga. Okay.
Thank
Sure,
you.
sure. And this Chandogya Yoga, you read Padma, please, that also you post it.
I will do that.
Thank you.
And Rahul is saying the difference between human being and being human. Yes, perfectly said in one phrase. So we are 8 billion people. We are human beings, but being human is something else. Very beautifully said, Rahul. Very correct.
Amma, there is one natural example. See, when my mom was there, only for 1.5 years she was very bedridden, Alzheimer's. So that time, only for 1 month, my brother and sister-in-law, they couldn't look after. ಅವರೇ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವ್ಸ ನಾನ್ ಕರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಕರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮನ್ ಬರೀ ವಾಸನೆ ಕಣೆ, ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ ಉಚ್ಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಸರಿ ನಾವ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ ಮಗ ನಾವ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊತಾನೆ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಅವರೇ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋದ್ರು ಮತ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬಂದ್ವಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಸತ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ ಊಟ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ. ಇವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದ್ರು ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ನಿರ್ಮಲಮ್ಮ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ.
ಹೌದು,
ಇವಾಗ ಅವರೇ ಪುಣ್ಯವಂತರು, ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
ಅಲ್ವಾ? Yeah.
In Kannada, I didn't understand anything.
No, ma, when my mom was alive, no, So my brother and my sister-in-law, they couldn't look after. They just chased. Take your mother, it is smelling, that, this and all, toilet and all. And now, இப்போ உளுந்து அவ எல்லாருக்கும் சாப்பாடு போடுறான்.
That's
Got
what
it,
she
ma?
said. Correct. We all have experienced those things in life.
Ma,
Yeah.
புரிஞ்சுதா?
புரிஞ்சு. Thank you.
Sir, அதுதான் நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்ட். இப்போ புரியுது எனக்குன்னு சொல்றேன்.
Correct.
But
Okay.
Purnimaji, I have a question. So during when they are alive, if we are not looking after, what is the guarantee that they will bless us when they become a Pitru?
No, they won't bless.
I'm sorry to tell you, I want to tell you one big secret. These old people, they don't have blessings at all in their pocket. They have only Shapa with them.
What?
They say you're
Yes, 100% Shapa only.
Because they will say, how much I took care of my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. You are not taking care of me at all. See what happens. You will also become old. No, you will also suffer. No, that time we will see.
And one more
How
thing,
you are
they'll
going
have
to
blessings
suffer.
only for sons, ma, not for girls. They'll bless only sons, ma. 100%. When I was suffering, when I lost my husband, how much I'm suffering, my mother, she is not bothered to come to me at all. Only with the grandchildren, nan maga. Later, maga chased.
Yo, Papa. I'm so
So
sorry.
now also Shapa only for me still. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಶ್ರಾದ್ದ ಅಂತ.
You know something? The Shraddha is not for the daughter. For your kind information. It's only for the son.
Okay, that is why அவன் உளுந்து எல்லாருக்கும் சாப்பாடு போடுறான்.
Yeah, இல்ல. இப்போ for example, my brother and sister are in America. They can't do. So I went and asked, shall I do? He said, you don't have the arhata.
You know,
have
can
no
I
right.
add one small thing there?
Please.
I think, sorry, I'm like, not trying to negate or anything. The general conception is only men or the son can do the Shraddha. But Pitru Tarpana, you can always like take some water and til and leave over your thumb every day after like 12 o'clock. Even girls can do, kids can do, anybody can do in the name of their ancestors, whoever passed away, to get their blessings. So that kind of answers, like I think somebody asked the question, like, will they, during the lifetime, if they weren't taken care of, but then after they die, at least you will have some blessings. I mean, obviously, if we did something wrong, we have to take that karma. But after the death, if we offer the Pitru Tarpana, we'll have some blessings. So, we'll have some good happening.
The
So
female,
asking that.
The female is not allowed to touch the tila. Black seed, she is not allowed to touch.
That
she
is
doesn't
not...
have the arhate. I asked the Vadyar.
Remember in Mahabharata, when all the people die, Kunti, all the ladies, they give Tila Tarpana.
Yes, in Sita also gave, no? In Gaya.
Sita, everybody can give.
Sita Mata gave in Gaya because Rama was busy fighting and she had to give for Dasharatha.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody has the right to do Tila Tarpana.
But it's okay, let the men do. No, why only women should do everything? Let them do.
No, because lot of times there are only girls.
Yes.
They don't have sons, then they feel bad that, oh, we are not able to do. Maybe you don't have to follow like all the rules and everything, but you can just do the minimal tarpana because everybody needs blessings.
Everybody needs blessing. Very correct.
We shouldn't forfeit our share of blessings.
Thank you. You convinced me at least.
Oh, forfeiting. Yes, Neha.
I've heard that these Shraddha rituals that the men do are very hard physically also.
Correct.
But even those who have, before doing those Shraddhas, if they haven't, I mean, although they are not ritualistic, somehow unconsciously they do it without applying this logic. Nanak Pitra Shapa Barbardo. Even without that logic, they do it. I mean, subconsciously or unconsciously, I don't know what word to use there, but this is what I've heard, and it is not easy. But they do it with full shraddha. Even the so-called non-believers, as I have seen, they do it. So it is so ingrained in us, Anta.
It's ingrained in us, either out of fear or out of deep respect for the departed soul.
Respect and love for the departed soul, yes.
They'll do it, correct. And like Kamala was asking, even will you still get the blessings even if you have displeased them during? See, Kamala, this pleasing or displeasing is in the mind, no. See, according to me, I am doing everything I can. But if my Pitrus are not happy, what can I do? So there's a degree of, how much validity that accusation has of the elders. As someone said no, Nirmala said no, they only have curses. So you can't know. I mean, I will do my best, but if it's not enough for them, it is not my fault. No, Kamala.
When you come to this spiritual, this thing, that is why all the time you say Loka, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. You learn to bless the world, bless your people, irrespective of their behavior, irrespective of their, you forgive.
You forgive. That is why we have to be on the path.
Yes.
We have to forgive ourselves also. See,
I want to elevate myself to be a person who blesses only.
Ashte. Correct.
What I'm learning is, I don't want to repeat what they did.
Very correct.
That's all.
Yes, everybody pitch in. Is already 8 o'clock, so we'll not take the next sloka. Next sloka we'll reserve for the Jivan Mukta, which is beyond birth and death. So here, yes, please pitch in, people. So many of us are here, and all of us have the experience of doing shraddhas and stuff. So yes. Heli yaradru innenadru idya to share? So
thank you so much, everybody. It was very, very nice.
Thank you, Soma.
Please share, no? Padmaja, last week you were saying something, it didn't translate. Where is Padmaja? She's left? Okay.
I'm here.
Last time you were trying to say something and your audio was gone. You don't remember, I guess.
No, I think last time you were talking about Hitler and all that. So I was just telling about one incident about there.
Yeah.
So I was telling earlier, I was I am there in this apartment for the past 12 years. But then of late, one of these meetings I had attended, or whole apartment residents attend one meeting in one yearly, once in 2 years it happens. So one of these meetings I attended it, and I was asking questions. Generally, I keep silent. Avaga yenadru questions kelidmele, immediately after the meeting was over, the president matte bere committee member immediate ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಕಮಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. I said I have no experience of being a committee member ಅಂತ. So he said, no, we will tell you what to do anta. Sari anta. They put me in the committee. So I think last time there was a discussion on how do we put across things and all. So I was telling one of these, one particular incident where the housekeeping staff had an issue on salary, so work, extra too much work anta. So how do I put it across? I was just trying to explain on that Hitler ka thing when it came. So I was telling it. Our president is more like a Hitler. He always thinks whatever I tell, that should happen anta. Otherwise it doesn't happen. So I was giving an example. I was telling him, I spoke to him and said, we can solve this problem. Ee tara madbaudu anta. He was very upset and he just, didn't take it. He just cut the call. Call madadra ho gaya. I also left it off and I put it in the group. I said I tried to find a solution with the president, but I don't think it is a straightforward solution. So again, I think he thought it over and said, okay, fine, you go ahead. And then, so the last time there was a discussion on how do we react or respond, anta. So I think in any situation, we need to respond more than the reaction. So I was just saying.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah. That's what we should not lose our wits. You know, no matter what the other person does or something, we have to be always grounded in, the best course of action and all that. Very true. Very true.
That's what I used to tell Alvama. Me and my son used to fight like cats and dogs. So after coming to the class, I was just not reacting.
Very
Just
good.
listen to him. Later on, make him sit. Understand that you did like this.
Very good.
So ಆತರ clarify ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಿದ್ವಿ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ path of no return. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? We are all going back. We are not coming back. And that what is interesting of the second shloka is that path, I'm sure all of us are aware of that, no? How the soul enters, and Pragati also has shared this link. We'll all go through that how we have to come back from wherever it is and enter earth in a particular manner through clouds to rain and go to the earth. And I mean that the chances of being born in a human womb are so difficult. That is what struck me about this particular shloka. It is so difficult, and really it's the miracle that we are all here. That's why it's a program which is well written program. Actually, it is just it's all done for us. We don't have to do anything except follow the rules that Krishna has said. Ashte. He will take care of us. He will take care of it. And we don't have to worry about it, isn't it?
It is a Pac-Man game.
Ah.
It is a Pac-Man game. Pack. You are able to eat much more. Then you go to next level. Otherwise, you are in this level only. So, how much you are able to spiritualize your life?
Yes. Bottom line is that only.
Yes. How much more than this, more than this, more than this. Then slowly you graduate. Once you graduate, you come to the path of no return.
Yes.
But this graduation is a graduation ceremony, really.
Ceremony. And my question, I have this personal question. If anybody can throw light, I'll be very happy. What about those religions or communities where this Shraddha business is not there at all? What happens to those Pitrus?
Their life is little different. Don't compare anything. They don't have rebirth at all.
They don't believe in rebirth.
Yeah, they don't have rebirth. They don't believe in rebirth.
If they don't believe, it doesn't matter. Facts are facts. No, we will take Krishna's word. There is the rebirth. So where they'll all come back.
So, yeah, they are in the path of return.
They will said that those souls will stay in the world for 5,000 years.
Which world?
Those other religion.
Which world they will stay?
In our material world, earth only. They live.
Yeah,
like
ghosts. They are buried.
No, they will be born again and again and again and again and again and again. For coming to this class.
That means they'll all be ghosts.
Oh,
she's saying no.
Yes,
no, they will be born again.
I recently in a spiritual channel I heard like that.
Please.
I think that is why India's population.
Yes, Pragati.
That is why India's population is going up, because they all have to be reborn in India, Sanatana Dharma, to get salvation, to get the karma.
I was coming to that actually. That is why India is called the Karma Bhumi. Yes. Correct. Yes, Padmaja, you wanted to say something.
Nothing. I was telling for you, even I have that question, Andre. They go into cycle of death and birth and all.
Papa. And no Pitru blessings. They also have some rituals of remembering the dead. And see, every culture has something for the dead, alva. They'll have, right?
Christians have All Souls Day anta.
All Souls Day anta ide. Correct. Everybody has got, because they're all ancient civilizations, alva. They'll have something or other, definitely. But ours is a very, very technical, scientific, perfect religion. So
it is a microcomputer, Baba.
So everything
micro computer. It has been all all transcribed, all complete data, complete everything is, fully done.
Yes.
It is not left half anywhere.
Yes. Very correct. Very true.
Pura analysis, okay. Pura, it is all set up.
Yes.
You have to just follow.
Follow it.
Blindly follow.
That's what Shraddha is very important. Shraddha in the scriptures, Shraddha in the culture, Shraddha in the tradition is very important. So we can go on, the more we become educated, we can go on asking what will happen, oh, how will the Pitrus come, all that we can ask. But no, there is a scientific, we don't know. We don't know.
I have already finished 1 million of my lifetime to be able to sit in this class.
Ama. Correct.
So that's how rare it
all
is.
of us. Correct. And then one more before I forget, this Pragati mentioned that women can also give. In many cultures of the coastal cultures here in Udupi, Mangalore types, the women do it. The women, the daughters also do it. The daughters, in fact, they carry this thing also. They go to the crematorium also. Everything they do. See, in every culture, it's different.
That is matriarchal.
Matriarch culture is there.
Kerala and all, the son doesn't get anything. It is the mother, daughter, lineage.
Correct. So all these differentiation is very fluid. It depends on where you're, in which culture you're born, in which community. So it doesn't matter. Bottom line is, yes, have Shraddha when the Pitru, see the Pitru Yagna only is there, no, in the Pancha Yagnas. Pitru Yagna is one of the Pancha Yagnas. What does it mean? When they are alive, take care of them. And they are gone, give them food. Because for us, 1 year of our 1 year is 1 day for the Pitrus. That's why every day they are hungry, Papa. So every...
Shraddha means, it is a word coming from Shraddha.
Shraddha comes.
That is all. What you need. In fact, you don't have to do anything. Very lovingly, you think of your parents that day. Happy memories. Thank them for what they have done for you.
Just come.
That itself is done.
Correct.
You have done. One Shraddha Anjali. You just pour one tear. One tear with your eyes and say, Appa, Amma, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's a homage. And not just on that day. Every day you remember the Pitrus.
We don't know, no. We don't know Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, Happy Friends Day and all. Every day is Friendship Day, every day is Mother's Day, every day is Father's Day.
But if you forget, these days are there to remind you. That's all. But another question I have is, what if your Pitru has also already gone to the path of no return? Happy. We just do it, ashte. I would like to think that, my forefathers are all blessed and have gone to Brahmaloka.
The thing I told you, no, the Shraddha is not for that
me.
person. That is for you and your children.
Yes. And
you do Shraddha, your children will do very well in life.
Yes.
And you're doing
some dana, some dharma, some some introspection is happening, some contemplation is happening. So all these rituals are very, very important for several reasons. Very true. Yes, I think we have kind of concluded.
Purnaji, I have another question.
Yes, please.
The thing is, we believe that we are taking rebirth. So we believe that we have already taken so many births. So is the case of Pitrus. So many people will be doing the Shraddha for that soul, right?
Several generations, you mean? But that's what our timeline is not equivalent to their timeline. So if we have the person who is doing the Shraddha right now would have outlived, no? I don't know. I'm not sure. You're right.
It's too difficult, complicated subject.
It is very complicated. Yes, that Pitru might be reborn by now. But it doesn't happen immediately, no? Because what is my lifetime of perhaps doing the Shraddha, perhaps on 20, 30, 40 years. That is just 40 days for the Pitru. He'll still be there.
No, what I meant is for my forefathers, I am doing Shraddha. because because of my Pitru's current birth, I mean, or previous birth.
Yeah, yeah.
There may be so many people doing the same Shraddha for the same soul.
It's possible, and we call the three previous generations also. We call the Pitrus of
Correct.
3 generations also. We call to bless.
Correct.
Yeah. Adhikasya adhikam phalam. It's okay. Let's do it.
And if the family has 5 brothers,
Ah.
the eldest brother's house, all the 4 others join together, and their dayadis are also called. The Chitapa Pulla, the Peripa Pulla, all those people are also called.
They should be called. Annadana
So,
has to happen. That's the thing.
yeah, Annadana, no. The number
Also.
of Tila Yajna, Tila, this
Arpana.
thing you give, Arpana you give is better. I told you, no, it is not for
No,
them,
for me,
it
for
is
me.
for you and your children.
Purunjid. Correct. Done. Yes, people. Anybody else? One line from everyone. We will close. Aita, Rahul, Yenappa, Jayashri, Shweta. Ashtena. Okay. Close Madana. Shall we close?
Is it only for me or just?
No,
didn't
I'm
hear
just
Purnima
generally
ji?
asking. You haven't said
No,
anything.
she's
Hello, I
freezed.
didn't
Am I
hear you, but
freezed?
for me, your video got stuck, Purnima ji.
Yes,
So,
even for me, she got stuck.
Yeah, it was frozen.
She froze.
Am I back now?
yeah. Now you're clear.
Sari, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿ one line and we'll close for the day and because it's an interesting topic. I'm sure all of us have something to say. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
I mean, I am still yet to, Purnima ji, I'm still yet to find, I mean, what do I say? I mean, I want to find, I mean, we don't have logical explanations for everything in Sanatana Dharma. At least because we are limited to the 5 sense organs, we cannot explain everything. So, but incidentally, as the generation gets younger and younger, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ. I mean, it will not happen.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹೌದು.
So, I mean, I remember a couple of years back when I saw one child running Vivipuram Subramanyeshwara Devasthanadalli. There was a little child which was doing apradakshina to in the temple. And started scolding her, like, you should go from left to right only. And she started scolding her. And the child was asking, okay, why should I not do that? So then I overheard the response to be like, sumne hangella kelbardu helad madbekaste. So, and just don't question, just do what I tell you to do. Okay, the girl didn't stop again. She said, no, I want to know why I have to go from left to right only. And again, the mother just said, see, Ajji Tata ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸುಮ್ನೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ. So, I mean, so if I continue to give that same explanation for the next 100 years, for every generation that's coming over,
won't work. Yeah. Correct.
Even any home that happens in the house, I always want to know what is the purpose. Because ಇವಾಗ ಒಂಥರ ಆಬ್ಲಿಗೇಷನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಈ ಹೋಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರಿಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೀಲಿಂದ ಇವ್ರೇನ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. I'm deadly against that principle of obligation. So you have a homa to do, you do it with your family, whoever, and accomplish the purpose.
Correct.
ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೀಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಸಲಿಲ್ಲ, that will be the focus rather than the focus of the purpose of the homa itself.
Very true.
Yeah, so I think I liked your question, Purnima ji. I have had that question too. What about the Westerners? So Westerners, even somebody in Japan, I would consider the current generation of Japan is far more disciplined and respectful than the current generation of India. Based on live examples that I'm getting from there, I have a lot of colleagues in Japan. So ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಅವ್ರ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಸೊ
ತತ್ವಮಸಿ ತನಕ ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ರಾಹುಲ್, ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕವ್ರು.
so I mean again I mean I am not doubting because I am a Hindu. I love my Hindu dharma and principles. So it's like, you know, it's not your faith, it's not God who is making your faith work, it is your faith that is making your God work. Anatara.
Super, well said.
Yeah, so it is faith, it's ultimately faith. So but a faith one logical explanation and sigilla andre ನನಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ so then I mean no wonder the principles are fading. I mean ಯಾರು ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ನೀವು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಬಲಿ ಅಂತ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಮ್ ಗಾಯ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಶ್ರೀರಂಗಪಟ್ಟಣ, ಯು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್. So athara maadi, I mean,
that's so mathematical and, you know, as if it's your score, settling score kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, final the loan payment ittu ishtu varsha EMI kattade, ivaga principal amount I paid it and finished it after. I mean, that's not how life works according, I mean, in my understanding. I mean, so if my father or my mother continuously have the feeling ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ನನ್ನನ್ನ ಒಂಥರ ಜೀವ ತರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ ನನ್ನ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇನಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಅಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಈಗ ಈವನ್ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನೂ ನಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, ನೀನ್ ಎಂತ ಶ್ರಾದ್ದನೂ ಬೇಡ, ಏನ್ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ ನೀನು, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವಿತ್ ದ ವೇ ಯು ಅಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅಣ್ಣ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀ, ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀ. ನಂಗೆ ಶ್ರಾದ್ದನೂ ಬೇಡ, ಎಂತದೂ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಫೋಟೋನು ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದಾರಮ್ಮ, ಆ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು does that mean if I don't do Shraddha to her, she will come and feel dissatisfied with me? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So, I mean, it's all about energies and vibrations ultimately. So, I try to think in those terms. So, I think the Pitru Shapa would be me, myself, remembering my mom some 25 years later after she is gone and thinking, then I should have done this for my mom. And I think that is my Pitru Shapa. It's not my mother's energy coming and saying, oh, you nang uta haklila, so I'm going to, or like even like Nirmalaji mentioned, they will not actively curse. No mother or father would actively do that. It's like, no, nan magan kettadaglebeko anta yaru madalla. But I don't think even a dissatisfaction in them that my son didn't do it. I mean, these are like things are gone. I mean, they're gone. They're gone. So, but a dissatisfaction inside me itself is the Pitru Shapa, is what I feel. So, well, I agree with the point.
Yeah.
Yes, Rahul. Correct, Rahul.
Manaye dhyanam manushanam bandha mokshayoho. Everything in the mind.
Yeah.
I can feel liberated, or I can feel, you know, I'm, you know, suffering. It's
yeah. I mean, like Prabhuji says, when we are saying I'm not the body, mind, or intellect. I mean, I'm sorry if I'm sounding rude, but I mean, all this contemplation is also of the intellect only. I mean, this is an intellectual disturbance somewhere, you know, because I know this, I'm doing this. So
Rahul, I'm sorry to tell you, you have graduated and you are talking about undergraduate syllabus.
Nirmalaji, I'm also still in LKG only, so probably baby nursery
you
also.
Have graduated and you're talking about undergraduate school syllabus. It's a school syllabus. Sorry to tell you.
Nirmala, these shlokas uttered by Krishna are also for the undergraduates, okay? He is not talking for the graduates.
No, it is not for the graduates.
Confused.
If you have crossed the body, mind, intellect, then what are you doing with the dark path, the light path? Nothing is applicable. There is only one Brahman.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So this Krishna himself is saying for those with BMI identity, body.
correct.
Number one. Number two, you said this child was scolded. I know about this in Arunachala Pradakshanam. They do clockwise. I'm also from childhood years, I'm very inquisitive person, and they shut me up all the time. So when my 3 children were born, I made it a point to somehow dwell into so many topics and find answers, because when these people ask me, I should not say, shut up, you should not ask, it's very bad if you speak like this. Whatever I say, you should do. No, my children were not like that. They used to bombard me with questions. So for that, I found out when you do Arunachala Pradakshina, you're supposed to walk clockwise I think one sannyasi told me, why clockwise? Because the anti-clockwise is the path of the devatas. The devatas are also doing pradakshina.
Oh.
Of the Arunachala.
Are Bapre. Okay.
So we should not, hit them on the way. They are going in the opposite direction. So we don't hit them.
And again, Nirmalaji, that is also something that I cannot scientifically explain to an 8th standard child right now.
No,
right?
You cannot scientifically explain. You can say that is anti-clockwise is God's path.
That will again lead to a different topic on who is God, what is God, all these things. So, I found actually there is one encyclopedia of Hinduism only. It is I forgot the name of the author. I'll share the PDF. I have it with me. So they have mentioned it with respect to the brain's hemispheres. So why we have to do clockwise and anti-clockwise and that. So when I explain that to the high school students now, it's like, oh, how that? I get that expression and that satisfies me.
Yes.
Right? Because I cannot have a scientific explanation for everything. But now Ekadashi has a scientific explanation. Dvitiya Vigna has a scientific explanation. So when I tell them,
tell it fast. No, tell it.
Ekadasi. You give us the Dvitiya Vigna explanation is what.
Yes.
It's already 8:30 people. Okay.
Yeah,
1 minute, quickly. One word you tell. Please.
Ekadashi is now actually patented by a Japanese professor in the name of autophagus and the autophagy and the he patented it for himself, where the cell eats itself. So the cell inside the body eats itself when you fast.
Correct.
So every 14th day, the body is completely in an excretory mode. For the full excretory parts of the body are at the highest peak. So the body's focus or the energy is being used to excrete, now sweating and malamutra visarjana. So on that day, if I'm adding extra food, then my blood goes into the digestive system to digest that food, and this excretion is not getting completed on that 14th day, as per the lunar cycles. So if I fast on that day, entire energy of my body is focused into my stomach and intestines to digest whatever is there and throw it out completely. So that is, and other madvaga, when we're doing that, if I starve and don't supply any more proteins or carbohydrates, the cell will eat itself. So the cell will consume the fat or glucose stored within itself, and thereby cancers also are being treated by just doing Ekadashi fasting. So now there is a Japanese professor who's patented it in the name by calling the term as autophagus. Auto meaning self and phagus meaning eat. So it eats itself. Even when I explain to a high school kid, it's like, oh, so fasting is important, and they reach an understanding, right? Dvitiya Vigna, it is patented by another Russian scientist called Ebbinghaus. So Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, he's made a curve. I'll share that image on WhatsApp people Kalistani. So you learn something on one day. If you have grasped 90% of that knowledge on the first day, if for example, some student joins me for a music class. So first day, and I start today is, for example, Saturday. So I start the class today. And every Saturday class we fix the day as every Saturday once a week. So by the time he comes to the class on next Saturday, if he has not revised it, he would have the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, the curve will come down to 10%. So he or she would remember only 10 to 20. But one single 10-minute revision tomorrow, the curve will not come down significantly, and he or she can come back to the class 1 month later and they will still remember the whole thing. So adike Dvitiya Vigna anadana is like eradne dina, just do a revision, so your retention is long. So so it is again we've been following it for thousands of years, but it is patented by another Western scientist, psychologist.
By the way, today is Ekadasi, Baba. Right?
Oh, super. Right. So let's not go extra input to the body. So I'm coming with that logic. So if my mind is free of any guilt, I don't think any Pitra Shapa or anything will really. In fact, Indama is also here. We lost one of our relatives couple of months back. She was hardly 40, 41. And ಅವರು akka anta we call her Priya akka anta karitadvi. So Priya akka, she was a karma yogi in her life, we can confidently say. So she served her mother-in-law. Out of the world, she served her mother-in-law. So the mother-in-law was very weak physically. Her health was very poor. So, but Priyanka served her so much that so many months before she left, ಅವರೇನೆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ತಮಾಷೆ ತರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನನಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ಷಣ ನಂಗೆ ಹೊರಟ್ರು ನಂಗೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನನ್ನ ಮದರ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ regret to leave at this second right now anta. So I mean, I think for her, she doesn't, if she was alive, she need not do any pitru sevas or shraddhas or anything. I don't know, that's my understanding. It will be wrong. Yeah, but that confidence level in her is enough for her to transcend all the yearly shraddhas aurna Crce idu maadu. So yeah, I mean, that's my understanding. I might be wrong, but I'm trying to just logically figure it out. Why? I mean, what is the scientific reason behind this? What are the energy, what if it is metaphysical, what is the energy science behind it? So yeah, because my younger generation is not ready to listen to sumne ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ or ಅಜ್ಜಿ ತಾತ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ. So because I am a student counselor, I meet hundreds of students every week. They are not willing to listen to it. Out of my experience, I am sharing that stuff. Yeah, sure.
Yes, well said, very valid points. So ultimately it comes down to me, my faith, my confidence, my shraddha, and my take on anything. Correct. So I can live according to my rules, right? As long as I'm on the straight and straight path. Enappa Anu, that's basically they have followed dharma and karma duties correctly. Yes. Yeah, but a little more than that, coming back to Vedanta, Krishna says, all that is fine, you have done dharma, you have done karma, but still you are going, it's a path of no return until you come to Tat Tvam Asi. That's the bottom line. That is the only path of no return. Okay, Anu? All right.
Yes, perfectly. I got that, but I was talking about Rahulji's Priyaka. That's what I meant it. Thank you.
Next week, we'll discuss the path of no return thoroughly and Jivan Mukti. While being alive in this body, Jivan Mukti, and then what happens to a Jivan Mukta after he or she passes away. We will discuss that in the next class. That's also hugely interesting, and why the samadhis of the enlightened and the masters and the Mahatmas are preserved. What are the benefits? All that will come in the next class. Okay? Okay. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu Lokah Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you, Purnimaji. Thank you, everyone.